In today's courtroom, a shocking twist unfolds. Defendant Larry Lee, accused in a high-stakes criminal case, is now facing explosive allegations of witness interference. What began as a routine pretrial hearing quickly spirals into chaos. As accusations surface that Lee attempted to strike a secret deal, promising silence in exchange for silence. The judge, furious, the prosecution, stunned, and the defense scrambling to explain, this isn't just about guilt or innocence anymore. This is about integrity, about tampering, and about whether Lee's actions could lead to even more serious charges. Watch closely, because the next 7 minutes of this hearing will decide whether Larry Lee walks free or walks straight into custody.
Both case, People versus Larry Lee.
Your Honor, Mary Tanha, Assistant Prosecuting Attorney, about the people.
And Mary Rubio, on behalf of Mr. Lee, I am standing in for the Attorney of Record, David Burgess, with Mr. Lee's consent, to my knowledge. Is that correct, sir? That is okay for me to stand in for you right now?
Yes.
Okay, could you please state your name?
Literally.
What is that noise?
Shouldn't you check? I don't feel safe. Why are you just pointing? What?
Don't stop. So
It'll stop at some point.
I feel very safe, Your Honor.
Oh, I know. He's like, you are all over it. Yes. All right, go ahead. What are we doing?
Well, Your Honor, a few things. First of all, I've been in communication with Mr. Burgess and Mr. Arabo, who is representing the victim of the case, Mr. Quasny. Apparently, Mr. Lee called Mr. Arabo and offered to, in exchange, there's a pending case where Mr. Quasny is the defendant of an AMD against Mr. Lee. Mr. Lee contacted Mr. Arabo and offered to essentially not testify in that case if Mr. Quasny agreed not to testify in this case. There are statements that are essentially saying, in exchange for Mr. Quasny, victim in this case, not testifying, I will also not testify. That is highly concerning, of course. I was given this information yesterday. I asked Mr. Arabo to forward that call to myself, Mr. Burgess, and the officer in charge, because we want to document the potential additional charges. But this all happened, transpired yesterday. We got the recording as of this morning. With that said, of course, I think it's appropriate to have an adjournment. Mr. Burgess agrees with that.
Hold it, but does that recording indicate that?
Did you catch that? The prosecution just revealed something explosive. They claim Larry Lee personally offered a deal to silence the victim in this case. That's more than just shady. That's potential witness tampering, which can carry its own criminal penalties. But here's the twist. Lee's defense isn't denying the phone call. They're spinning it as a failed plea negotiation. Big difference. One is legal strategy, the other is a felony. This is where courtroom drama peaks. Is this a desperate defendant trying to save himself, or proof he's willing to manipulate the system? What do you think? Is this witness tampering or just poor legal advice?
Yes, Your Honor, have either one.
Okay. I myself have not listened to the recording. I was just asked to stand in on behalf of Mr. Burgess. He's at a hearing in Lansing. However, I did speak to Mr. Lee about it today. Mr. Lee indicated some of the content of the conversation to me. He also indicated, just FYI, that he himself recorded it.
But just so that I have this right, the defendant, because of something else, is urging, enticing, or in some other way interfering with testimony of witnesses in this case.
I can't agree to that characterization because I haven't heard it. I don't know.
Well, you want to listen to, because that's what I'm being told.
But yes, I understand. I understand that is what's being presented. I also want to indicate that. Go ahead. I'm sorry. Mr. Lee has indicated to me some things. I have advised him to be careful of what he would want to say to Your Honor, but he seems to feel that he needed to make that phone call because he wants to move to have Mr. Burgess removed and he wants to get a different attorney. Mr. Lee has indicated to me he also wants to address the court. I again did advise him I would not go into the content of that conversation as there could be potential pending new charges. With that said, Mr. Lee, what is it you wanted to say?
Yes, Judge, I indicated to, what's her name?
Ms. Rubio.
To Ms. Rubio that for a little bit over a month, I contacted my attorney, Mr. Burgess, and I instructed him to contact the lawyers from both sides, the prosecution and the other side that represented Mr. Kwasny, and I instructed him to offer a plea or to negotiate some sort of settlement, and he indicated that he would do that. He indicated that he had done that. He indicated that he had reached out to Mr. Arabo and the prosecutor regarding making some sort of plea agreement. Him and I discussed what that could be. And so now, fast forward, yesterday, I contacted Mr. Burgess and I said, hey, have you reached out or have you heard anything from Mr. Arabo and the prosecutor? He said, and he indicated that he had not heard anything and that he had reached out to both attorneys multiple times. I knew that to be a lie. I suspected that to be a lie. And I knew that if I were to have him or to ask you to have him removed or substituted, that I would have to prove under Strickland versus Washington that he.
I don't know. Are you a lawyer?
I was.
Mr. Lee, no. To my knowledge, no.
So I knew that I had to prove that he was ineffective. I knew that I had to prove that our breakdown was egregious. So I recorded the call myself. And I called Mr. Arabo and I asked if Mr. Burgess reached out and discussed any sort of plea negotiations. Mr. Arabo said, no, sir. He had not had any communications with my attorney. So I confirmed with Mr. Arabo that he had not received any communications about any kind of negotiations with any kind of plea agreements on my behalf.
This is spiraling fast. Lee just admitted on the record that he himself recorded the call bypassing his own attorney. The prosecution claims that recording proves an attempt to silence testimony. The judge, he's already furious, threatening to revoke bond and listen to that extremely disturbing. Those words from a judge are never casual. Right now, the courtroom tension is electric. One wrong word from Lee could seal his fate. If you were in Lee's shoes, would you speak up or stay silent and let your lawyer fight this battle?
So sorry to Mr. Lee, before he makes more statements.
And I did record the. I recorded the call.
Criminalizing himself.
I recorded the call.
In his best interest, he might want to listen to this call before he makes any further statements. In the call that was sent to us, there is indication there's no discussion of a plea. Not what was sent to me. That was recorded by Mr. Arabo. There's very clear that there will be no testimony in his case if Mr. Kwasny agrees not to testify in this case.
So I have the text messages.
Further false statements are made to the court, which is not necessarily a problem for me, but I want to make sure that Mr. Lee's rights are preserved.
I have the text messages.
I want to listen.
You don't know what? That's the third time you've done it. You're gone. Mr. Allen, take him. You better get Mr. Burgess down here because I want to hear those calls because if he's interfered with it, that's going to be a whole other issue.
I will try to reach him, but I know he is in Lansing, so I'm not certain.
Well, even if he appears, right? Has Mr. Burgess heard the calls?
I don't know, Your Honor. They were sent this morning. I asked Mr. Arabo to send them right away yesterday, and we received them this morning. Mr. Arabo can also be available via Zoom if necessary.
All right.
Okay.
I'm just letting you know that what I'm hearing is extremely disturbing.
I completely understand that.
And so I'm gonna give an opportunity for the defense to give me some explanation, but I'm inclined at this point, I'm gonna hold him in custody. I'm inclined at this point to revoke his bond.
And there you have it, in just a few minutes. Larry Lee's hearing transformed from a bond check into a full-blown crisis. accusations of secret deals, recordings that could become new evidence, and a judge openly considering revoking bond. This case is far from over, but one thing is clear: courtroom moments like this show how quickly things can change when legal strategy crosses into questionable territory. What do you think? Did Larry Lee cross the line, or was this just a misunderstood negotiation? Drop your thoughts below, and if you found this breakdown as shocking as we did, hit like, share this video, and subscribe for more jaw-dropping courtroom moments you won't believe.